Stuff together. One momento, un momento, one momento. Hold on. My name is Deasia, Dream Desires Ascensions, the DDA tribe. I hope everybody is doing well and feeling good about yourself. Here we go. Y'all know I like to see what y'all can see. Well, I gotta, what you call it? I don't be wearing no pimple patches. I just learned that I gotta, maybe something about my body is telling me, you need to slow down on something. You're eating too much sweets. You know, you got too many people in your energy. It be stuff like that. My body be. It be stuff like that. Okay, just checking. Checking the energy. Let's see if I can see it from there. Okay. And if y'all see a glare from my glasses, don't talk about my glasses. Talk about it. Tell Venmo. Someone about to Venmo something to you. Okay. You about to get that cha-ching money. Money on that girl now. Okay. Hello. My name is Deasia, Dreams, Desires, Ascensions. I don't like all that glare. Okay, hold on. Yes, I have my little one in the back in the sleep mode. It's early in the morning. He's asleep. And I was like, I don't want to go to my office desk. I was like, I hope y'all don't see him. And then look at me. Oh, my ass. And y'all can see him. But that's my little Aries. Aries, y'all like to sleep in. The hardest person to get up. My Aries and my Aquarius is the hardest people to get up. But we need to talk about what we got to say. What we need to say. Tell me what to say. When I tell y'all, busy. I promise you I was supposed to hop on, 2 days in a row, and I just got caught up. And then by the time I started thinking about that, I was like, dang, I'm tired. I was like, dang, I'm really tired. Hello. My name is Deasia, Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe. I am new to the channel, so if you like it, subscribe, okay? All right, we got summer. You know, summer is almost over in the ending. Hi, how are you? Hello, my name is Deasia. Dream Desires Ascensions, the DDA tribe. New to the channel. So if you like it, subscribe, okay? And then don't forget to ring the doorbell. Ding dong. And that means that like button. Let me know that you're in here. I don't know if you're here if you don't ring the doorbell. Okay? But it says expansion, growth, okay? So we're moving forward. And we probably getting into this movement of now, you know, because look, it's the, you know, maybe we're going ready for fall. We like fall. I love fall, okay? You can catch me with a cute little sweater, a little turtleneck. This when you take the turtlenecks out. I love turtlenecks, you know, and you know, most of the time people don't like turtlenecks and stuff. But moving into fall. Maybe you're allergic to bees. You're seeing a lot of bees. But you see the bee is moving straight into winter time, okay? So we might have like a long summer. So you know how you be like, dang, when is going to get cold? It's that type, okay? Hi. Yes, that turtleneck, okay? I love them. And then with a cute hoop, like the hoops, and then some cute little boots. Oh my goodness. Okay, love them. But then, did you grow up wearing turtlenecks and you didn't like it? That was me. I hated turtlenecks when I was a child. But something about that turtleneck looks kind of cute now. You know. You need your summer to end. I feel you. But I don't know. It might be a little long summer for you. You might be like, dang, I thought the summer's supposed to end, and it's like, nope. Okay, we got autumn. So here go. Then we say fall. Yes, we like that fall. Okay, we like pumpkin. So we like Halloween, or we like the fall festivities. Okay. Maybe someone can't wait for the fall festivities. Hi, how are you? My name is Deasia. Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe, okay? I am new to the channel, so if you like it, hit subscribe. And don't forget to ring the doorbell. Ding dong, and that means that like button. How am I supposed to know if you here if you don't like me? Okay? But we got summer, fall, so we ready for that summer to go into fall. So we got those two cars out. All right, we ready for it because it's too hot. It's too hot. Okay, I am too. I am ready. I am ready. Or maybe y'all like to do strawberry picking or berry picking as well. That is close to that summer. Oh, well, close to that season. Maybe you're thinking about it as well. And it says fruit, achievement, success. So we being fruitful and, you know, moving into success. Maybe we're moving into success, like leaving summer, moving into the successful winter, fall season. You know, maybe we're going to start doing a little bit more different things. Like, for example, maybe we're going to go pumpkin picking. Maybe we haven't went pumpkin picking or berry picking, or you're going to the sunflower field as well. That's what I'm feeling too. Okay. And then we got basil. So maybe we cooking basil, or it's more like ladybugs. You know, that's close to the summer. I mean, it's close to that fall energy. And it says prosperity, luck, and love. Okay, so maybe we love to cook in basil or some food. You know, somebody loves to put basil in their food because they think that that brings out a lot of love in the energy, okay? So you might be like, why is always basil? Why you always have basil? This person that loves to cook basil loves basil because it brings out, like, good luck energy. So, or if you don't be cooking basil, you gotta sprinkle some basil up in you, okay? I know. Let's see what we got. I'm allergic to relationships. But yeah, I got you though. I could be friends with your girlfriend, but I can't be nobody's girlfriend. I'm allergic. It's just something about it. I'll end up going floop. No, I'm just being funny with y'all. I'm just being funny. Okay, we got rain, and it's cleanse, purity, and hydration. Okay, so maybe we experienced that long rainy weather. I think it was last week, where it just rained. Felt like we were going through biblical days, 40 days and 40 nights. It was just raining. And that was just basically the earth is just cooling down, getting ready for that fall season, getting ready for that little summer, winter time. Well, ending summertime and going into winter time. Yes. Y'all getting pick of my little Bay Area. Yes. Okay. We got potion. All right. So empowerment. So we moving into basically this new season is about to show some changes. A lot of relief, you know, a lot of prosperity, right? And you know how to be. You might be a busy bee, so you're gonna be a working bee. You know, pumpkins, they take time and they harvest, right? And they come into different sizes, shaping sizes. So things are going to be coming in that you probably harvest throughout the time. And they're all just going in their own little ways. You know, some things you probably didn't think. You probably thought this little thing is not going to grow as big. And guess what? It's going to grow big as ever, right? It's going to bring the fruitful. It's going to make you feel happy, feel united. You know, you could deal with snow. I know where I'm from, we don't deal with snow, sadly. And I'm in North Carolina. We used to have snow at least every other season. I mean, really. But no, we don't get that no more. So, don't know what they doing up there. But you might have to, maybe you like snow, or maybe you like, oh, I can't stand snow and stuff like that. But someone wants to bring up, you know, or someone wants to give you a set of portions, as far as in portion out your life, okay? Don't always pick up everything and then think that all of it's supposed to be handled immediately. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you know how to set things to a side. Make sure you know what needs to be harvested that day, what needs to be watered that day, what does need your good luck and what doesn't. Just knowing the time of when it's time for you to put all your love potions into this one energy, okay? Let's see. Let's go to another. Let's go with these energies of emotions. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got resentment. So maybe someone is being like, I don't know about this. You're in that type of energy. I feel you. I don't know about this. Hi, how are you? My name is Deasia, Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe. I'm new to the channel, so if you like it, hit subscribe. And how I'm supposed to know if you came in here if you don't ring that doorbell? Ding dong. That means the like button. So how I'm supposed to know? Okay? Okay, so we're moving like that summer, moving out of it. We're happy about it. You see it? Like we're happy. We're ready for that fall season to come, okay? Maybe we're going to go through some shadow work. Or like I was saying, we're going to notice what needs to be harvested, what doesn't need to be harvested, okay? All right, and then resentment, all right? So maybe we're in this energy of like, do I really want to put my eggs in this basket? Do I really want to put my eggs in this basket? Just balancing that energy out, okay? Maybe this is more of your crown, something that you're thinking about, right? Maybe something's going to come as a nice offer and it didn't, come as it needed to. Bye. I guess you wanted. See you. Bye. See you later. Okay, let's see. Basil. Our basil lovers, our cookers. We love people. We got people who love to cook up in here. Okay? Slow down. Maybe you could be a chef, or you got a proposition where it's going to need you to basically maybe you have to work day and night, or night and day. Slow down. Take the time. Maybe you got to slow down in order for you to understand what you're harvesting. Sometimes you be so quick. How you buy a house, right? Or you bought an apartment, or you bought a car, and in the midst of you buying this big achievement for yourself, you're always busy, so you can't really have a moment to sit in the house and enjoy your home. Or you just bought like a couch. You didn't have a moment to sit down on your couch and enjoy your couch or your bed. You didn't have a chance. You finally off the air bed in a good ass mattress. You get what I'm saying? And you can't go to sleep. You always working. It's something like that. Just slow down. Take the moment, relax, enjoy the moment of luck, like that beautiful luck and blessings, Stop getting in your head. Be happy. Maybe you have to go into that, maybe you are in that dark energy and you got to bring yourself out of it. Some people can't pull you out of that darkness. Sometimes you have, well, here we go. Some people can't pull you out of it. They can let you know, hey, you're in the dark. Here's your flashlight. You have people that's like that, You have some people that will come in with you to the dark, right? And they'll hold your hand and they'll walk you out of the light. And then you have some that will kind of like point out things that's around you. And it's just like, you don't think I see that? It's that, So it's more like just slow down the process. Everything's going to come in good health. You're going to feel really good about this energy, especially when we move into where the ground and the earth is about to get cool. So everything is not going to be so hostile and so feisty. Everything's going to be in a very calm. If you ever thought about it, like from the summer, it's like quick, everybody moving. And then when we get into that fall and winter, everything's starting to be a little cease. Things going to start taking a little bit longer and timing, and then you're going to be able to figure out, okay, yeah, let me put this here because this is important over here. Let me put this here. You're going to start sorting out your personal life, okay? And then look at that change. I love it. Right? Change. We're going to change into different things. Maybe we're going to have different changes through the moon cycle as well. So probably during these two in the midst of the full moon. So do some research and, or maybe just put yourself in a goal. Create a goal for yourself. Well, how about the next crescent moon, I'm gonna make sure I have this done. The next crescent moon, I'm gonna make sure I have at least 8 hours of sleep. Some people be so busy that they only get 2 hours of sleep sometimes. Okay. And then look, wish fulfillment. All right. Once you get into those moments and realize that, hey, maybe I do need to put this to the side. Maybe I do need to put this to the side. I deserve this type of love. I deserve this type of feeling. When you start organizing yourself, because even your life need to be organized, even sometimes. And then speaking of organizing life, you got to be mindful of other people that come in your life that's unorganized too, because don't that be kind of chaotic? Oh my goodness, I hate when someone call me and say, hey, can you do something that's so last minute? So you thought I was just sitting here waiting for you to just call me because I ain't had nothing else to do. It's like that. Okay. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you found me. I've been trying to be found, a little shepherd boy just trying to find their little lambs. But yeah, something could be trauma, or we were just going through the trauma. We feel the pain. Maybe our hand is hurting as well. Or, maybe it's just more like putting now taking the trauma out of it mentally, because sores are mentally, but now deciding to put it in hands, put it in my hands, put it in the work. Like, for example, I might be good at cooking. Didn't I say cooking? So okay, so yeah, let me cook this. Or maybe I love to bake. I love to bake, but I like to bake when I'm a little bit down. I know, isn't that messed up? Is that messed up? I know I don't cook when I'm sad, but I will cook when I bake when I'm sad, because it's just something about making a cake, the process of it, putting it together, making sure it's room temperature. So guess what? Now we got to wait a certain time frame. We got to have that patience. But guess what? We're going to make this beautiful cake, and this cake is going to come in so good, and it's going to be so sweet. It's going to sweeten up my life. It's that type of energy when it comes down to me thinking about it, So maybe instead of sitting around just feeling in that, oh, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to organize this? Try to figure out, what? Maybe I should do this. Instead of me being sad, maybe I should go bake a cake. Go on Pinterest, look up something. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. We got that hope and pleading. We have that hope, like hoping and praying, and everything's going to be coming right where it needs to be. Okay. And then also I'm seeing that in a nick of time. Like, what? I didn't even think that was going to happen. Okay. And it is, and it will, and it should, because you deserve it. Why not? Why not? Why not? And then we got the emperor that popped out too, which is that baker. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Okay. So, with the baker, and also baking as well. So it's just more like putting the time in, waiting for something to build up, something to grow, because, even the cake will be so flat, right? Until you put that heat on it, right? And when that heat comes, it starts raising up, and it starts giving you exactly what you're looking for. So maybe you got to put this heat on it. Put some heat on this energy. Put this heat on, you know what? Put them heat on yourself. You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do it like this, because I like this. It feel good this way. It don't feel good the other way, Okay, you got fast food. You could be like in burgers, fries, and stuff like that. But it's just more of that energy. Yeah, okay. So it's that fast energy, fast movement. You know how you go through a fast food, like, dang, this is a fast food joint. Why am I sitting here for 15 minutes? It's that something's going to come in so fast, and it's just like, you know what? And then it's going to be, but you got to be mindful of too fast can leave really quickly. Because, right, when we eat fast food, an hour or 2 hours later, we're hungry, right? Unless we go get that really nice meal that put their love and their time in it, right? So this energy is that, which is comfort, understanding that shadow work, okay? So yeah, we went out to the dark side, went to the light side, and or maybe you've been out there in the trenches, and you done changed your life around, and now you up here and you kissing the sun, you touching with nature, and it's like, okay, well, where it's gonna come, when it's gonna come. You don't want that thing to come too fast. Don't let that thing come too fast like fast food, okay? Let it come slowly. And then guess what we find about fast food? All this delicious food, they got stuff in it that keep us coming back to it. So be mindful of the toxic energy. People that come in to give you that distraction, and they make you feel good and full inside. And then by the time they done, by the time you finish your food, throw it away, go back in your car. You get what I'm saying? Or go home and chill, watch a nice little movie for a little hour. Boom, it's gone again. It's just like, well, wait a minute. Don't let it come so fast. Ooh, and then what we got? We rolling the dice, 777. The luck is coming in, the good will. And this is on that resentment. So after you realize, and after you get out this resentment energy of like, you know what? I'd rather stay over here than stay over here because I don't see nothing. Don't ever sabotage yourself, okay? Because I promise you, it's a killer. A sabotage energy can kill us. We can be our worst enemy. We don't need nobody else to tell us what we got going on. We can tell ourselves. You know, like somebody's trying to point out something and it's just like, you don't think I see that? Yeah, like I see that. You know, and guess what? Somebody see the resentment, and maybe this is that energy of that distraction because they're trying to hold back. They see that good luck. They see that good fortune. They see that wheel spinning. They see you rolling the dice and you rolling on some good ass sevens. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you at the casino and you hear seven, everybody say, oh, it's that type of energy. Okay. Like once you get out of your resentment and you start showing people what it is, everybody gonna be like, oh, they're surprised. They're shocked because, you know, when you roll them dice, you really don't know what's going to happen until it roll and hit the ground. So maybe we got to get with our hands, roll that dice and hit the ground. And everybody going to be like, oh, I didn't think you were going to do it. Oh my goodness. And then guess what? And then like what in casinos, the more money people come, the more the money keep rolling, the more people, and not everybody's good people. Make sure you're not messing with people that's fast food. Okay. Let's go. I don't want no fast food energy, okay? I want somebody that's in their grandma's house cooking with the basil. You get what I'm saying? Putting their foot in the food, loving the energy. Yes, slow down. Slow it down. Okay, we got the Fool. So the toys. So taking that leap of faith, going into your inner child, okay? Because that inner child of us, we were risk takers. The inner child didn't have no fear, okay? And it's going to that slowing down. So slowing down and recognizing everything that is where it needs to be. You get what I'm saying? Taking that leap. Realizing, you know what? This is actually fun. Making stuff fun for you. Don't always, like, you know, I always say adult life is ghetto, you know? But making this life right here as something fun. Something very valuable. Like so valuable that it don't even cost you nothing. You know? Like it's that. Something so valuable, something that makes you so happy that you don't really care if money comes. You don't even care. You don't care if someone gives you money because I love this. I enjoy this. You know, this maybe slows me down, brings me into this beautiful path of like, luck. You know, I'm recognizing everything that I'm truly getting a hold of in life, and I love it. You know, I love the sun kissing my face in the morning. You know, it's a lot of people that are not able to see the light of day. You feel me? So it's just like that type of energy, enjoying it. Don't be the emperor in your own life. Be the one that's stable. You know, not too quick. You know, halfway satisfying. You're not going with that no more. We're not going for that. And we got Tango. Yeah, so somebody wants to tango with you, or you ready to tango with this this thing called life. And that's probably where that change is at. You know what? I'm about to tangle with this. I'm about to figure this out, you know, and it's covering up the rain too. So I'm about to clear some things out of my energy, you know, and let it blossom. Or I'm about to start basically watering my own plant, watering my own flower, nourishing my own energy. Okay, I'm gonna start doing the changes and just tangling with myself, loving with me, you know, just moving into my own personal energy, learning how to dance, learning how to beat my own damn drum, not nobody else's. Okay, let's see. Wish fulfillment. Ooh, wish fulfillment. And that's like a birthday party. Wish fulfillment. God, twist it up. It's like celebration. You know, bringing in that good that good energy. Okay, something's gonna come in that it ain't never. It seemed like it ain't never been there before, actually, or never even left. Like the ancient time. Something gonna come in. It's gonna last forever. Your happiness is going to last forever. You get what I'm saying? That energy of peace, the energy of love, the energy of having hope. You get what I'm saying? Having faith, and faith moving with me. You get what I'm saying? The energy of no longer just sitting there, but actually putting my hands to work. Because I have a gift of beautiful hands to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because what the Egyptians had hands, beautiful hands, that they even got pyramids still to this day that is standing still, no matter how much. And you got people in the past still trying to people in this future trying to figure out how the hell that pyramid is still there. But guess what? Ancient people had to get into that mind of wisdom. You get what I'm saying? They didn't get into that, okay, well, let's not do this. Now, they might have had some people that was out there and stuff, but then they put them in another playing field. But for you getting into this, I want this ancient. I want you to remember me. I want this to be a pyramid energy. I want this to be the top of it all. You get what I'm saying? I want people to come to me. I want people to come into my energy and feel that energy of wisdom. Feel the energy that I'm not going to be fast with it. I do take my time. I do make sure I'm a little bit more wiser than the most. You know, like I always say, you are above the rest. Okay. So it's just more of that energy of that good flow. Like, you know what? I got this. I can do this. I can do that. All right. So did I take care of all my cards? I sure did. I made a certain deck while I was near the bed to make sure I gathered that. But I do hope that this reached you. And I hope that this moves you forward into a beautiful movement as far as in the changes that we're going into. For example, if the season's going to change, why can't we change? Why can't we go with the seasons? Why can't we move with the seasons, right? So since the seasons are changing, how about we change too? Get into a different mindset. If we got to set goals and we haven't set goals for ourselves, let us set a goal for ourselves. If we haven't gotten enough sleep, let's set a goal to go to sleep. If we got to meet with our partner and make a nap date, let's do that, okay? We have to start making some changes into our life in order for this big abundant. Oh my goodness, why I'm getting twisted up, my water over there. But this big load of abundance, okay? Because something's going to last forever, okay? Trouble don't last always. Always remember that. Even if you're going through some things, sometimes trouble is happening right now for you to sit down and be like, how did I get here? How can I get out of it? Oh, I've been there so many times, okay? Sometimes I had to end up holding back on myself like, wait a minute, Deasia, everything wasn't just on you. Everything wasn't on you, okay? And maybe this is that thing that you got to slow down and stop. Maybe you this person that you always used to put things on you as a young child. Like anything, like you would say sorry for things. You didn't even say sorry. Like you didn't even do it. Like as a child, but now you're getting out of this energy, right? And you're trying to slow down the process and be like, you know what? Like I said, slowing down, wait a minute. Everything wasn't on me. And everything wasn't supposed to be just for me. And everything wasn't supposed to be meant for me either. Sometimes you're getting a hold of somebody's karma and getting in a crossfire. And I'm so sorry that you got in a crossfire. That's why I be telling you, got to be mindful of the people. Because once you get into that casino, right? And you start making that money. And when shit start coming in, you're going to have a lot of people like, hey, and start crowding over you, right? And then you're going to be like, okay, wait. When you talking shit about me last year? Oh, what were you trying to kill me last year? It's that type of energy. Be mindful of that. Be mindful, because just as much as the weather switch up, a motherfucker can switch up on you too. Okay? Until next time, my name is Deasia. Dreams, Desires, Ascensions. Bye.